Hey everybody, Cal here. Bringing you back to episode 14 of our Necromancer Let's Play of Total War Warhammer. Continuing off where we left last time, except not exactly. I actually forgot to save at the end of last session, and we lost just the last turn with that cool battle. This time, I just went through and I auto-resolved it. I tried to make all the same decisions I did before, but some things have turned out different in the turn 70 and turn phase. Last time, this was a Beastmen army that spawned here. Also, Alric here was not on the map. I'm not sure where he was. Maybe he was just out of sight here. Also, I'm pretty sure the Bloody Hands moved in and took Varenka Hills. And we're holding Barak Var with no problem last time. So basically, you can't really accuse. Also, I had more money at the end of the turn because instead of recruiting units and auto-resolving, I just went in and fought it. So basically, it's like I played it, only things are a little bit harder, which I'm okay with. I wouldn't want anyone thinking that I was, backing out the save to try to get a better result or push things in my direction. That said, we have to figure out this situation with Helmengorst pretty quickly here because that is a fairly threatening army coming in from Alric, and we need to do something about this situation. This is very not good. So we have Thingrim here with a unit of Slayers, Longbeards, Miners of Blasting Charges, 2 units of Quarrelers. We do have the opportunity to raise some dead here. Now, the only issue is that Helmengorst doesn't really have good battle skills, and this army is too far away to bring in the garrison. We still want to take it out this turn though, so unfortunately what that means is we're pushing back our Grave Guard another turn, and we'll use that money instead to help Gorst build up an army here. One thing that I did notice just coming back here is that it looks like Gorst's buffs to reduced raised dead cost seem to be affecting regiments of renown as well. So that means that Varric's Reavers here, the regenerating shot cav, only cost 819 for Gorst, whereas they cost 1080 or something for other lords. I think we are going to take them. I know we're facing off against Slayers, but I don't think the AI knows how to use Slayers very particularly well. So we're going to take Varric's Reavers. It leaves us with 1,700 to recruit the rest of our army. Their lord is significantly better than ours. He's a level 5 dwarf who's probably specialized at least a little bit into combat skills. So we're going to need at least some form of armor-piercing damage. We should grab some bats so that we have something fast to get into their back lines, tie them up, because they have some infantry. We would like some poison damage, and then we just need some frontline troops to get in there and do damage. And with whatever we have left over, we'll just grab a zombie unit as well. So this should be sufficient to take care of this small army here, and we're going to venture out and do that just here. They've moved back. They think they have a very poor chance. I'm not really sure why they retreated there, but the balance of power is pretty much even. We're going to put the war banner onto the fell bats because the bats tend to crumble very easily. The zombies will just be there to sort of soak up archer fire at the start and hopefully tie down the Slayers. And then we'll be trying to get into the back of everything with Varric's Reavers. They'll be the main heavy hitting force here. Also, I noticed going through Helmengorst's skills that we actually missed. I completely blanked out and didn't notice that he has his super buffed raised dead ability, which in this fight would be enormously in our benefit. Like it's crazily good. He summons Graveguard instead of skeletons or zombies. So that is bananas. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and fight this. If we win, then we'll finally kill off this army. It's too late to get the. We had a mission actually to take out Thingrim earlier, but despite that, we'll. With any luck, we'll at least avenge ourselves on Thingrim for continually hassling us at the moot, and running away from armies he couldn't possibly know were there. Okay, 14 magic. That's fine. We'll start deployment like that. Group up the zombies up front. We will keep the Graveguard and our poison, the Crypt Ghouls, behind a little bit. So they'll be hidden. Our bats we can start up over here, and Varix Reavers will start on the other side of the water. Okay, and I think that's a good starting deployment. We're going to start with running the zombies on up. Get these units. We're just a little bit up in the trees. Get Varix Reavers moved up to here. I think they should still be hidden. How do these guys look? Oh my god. I do love the way Skeleton Horsemen look in this game. We should be getting into range of their archers pretty soon here. So we're going to send them into the trees here. Send the bats out to the left. And with any elite ruck we can get Varix Reavers through here without being seen. Helm and Gorse needs to get into these trees as well. Are we leaving anybody behind? I don't think so. Okay, the trees are screening quite a bit of archer fire. It's not doing anything to these zombies who have no shields or anything at all. So that's good. Try to get zombies to come in sort of at side angles to these fellas. I'm not sure if Varix Reavers were seen. They probably were. We'll get them up here behind them. It's not like they can really do anything about it. Okay, our better units are being screened as well. Okay, so now we can come up like this. The skeletons. Graveguard with great weapons out to the side. Actually, where are their Longbeards with great weapons? We are poison on them. We can send in some skeletons over here. Oh, get Varix Reavers out of there. Oh, that's fire damage on Varix Reavers. That's very bad. In fact, we'll send these skeletons up at these archers here. Nice downhill charge on these miners with blasting charges if we can. Go ahead and clear that cooldown. And this should hit everybody. you guys doing? Get out of there. Back to these quarrelers. Of course, do not get into their slayers. That's very ill-advised. So use skeletons after their quarrelers. Come on, guys. So like 2 or 3 of them caught in the center of these miners. So they're not paying attention to me exactly when I say do stuff. The Varix Reavers are doing pretty well, considering they don't have any armor piercing damage or minimal armor piercing damage. They do, however, have regeneration. Get up the hill. Hit these quarrelers before they can come back. Alright, then get in the back of these longbeards. So yeah, I mean, cavalry really does a number on the dwarves. Really is taking apart their formations. I mean, even though these charges don't seem to be doing all that much damage, that's actually mostly okay. Slayers are falling. Ghosts don't stand around with the Slayers, though. Varix Reavers are all caught all over everything. Perfect. Okay, get the Graveguard with great weapons onto their lord. In fact, everything just get on their lord. Varix Reavers are drained, unfortunately. Ah, and here's the bats that we forgot about the entire battle. Alright, well. I don't know why they're not actually going in on him. Alright, once the poison gets in, there we go. That was just the final Slayer falling to these zombies over here. Okay, are we actually managing to do any damage to him? That is the question. All Varix Reavers are here for is to knock him back if he tries to get near the edge of the map. Go ahead and speed this up. Hopefully we'll be able to kill this lord. Oh my goodness, very, very slowly. Okay, well we did chase them down, so hopefully this will just end them. I don't want us to have to sit around for 10 minutes watch them kill a dwarf lord, because he's that armor. Yeah, so Varric's Reaver's definite MVP there. Don't know what would have done without any cavalry. Unfortunately, I took all of our money. All the money. Dominate Cactus is not really going to help all that much. Murder Captives may or may not apply to the garrison that we're heading back to.
Into the night.
Thin Grim has been taken out.
Master of the dead.
So we're going to head back on into Ackendorf.
My puppets done.
We're going to merge all these zombie units because there's no reason to pay for them because we're just going to get siege next turn, I'm pretty sure. Thankfully they're taking a bit of attrition, so there'll be not full units of dwarves to contend with. But yeah, so that worked out okay. We still have our Vargeist recruiting here. Let's see, was there anything else that we needed to get on top of? Is there buildings to build? Schwarzhofen could use something. We could build something economic there. We're bad. Next turn gets growth, population surplus, so nothing to do there. So we might as well bring him on up into Western Sylvania. And we can send Gregor down into Ackendorf. May as well deploy him this turn to increase public order. But next turn we'll send him up against Alric here to sort of beat down his army. Which, in fact, it's basically impossible. If I keep on top of a sieging army, I should be able to kill it off to the point where it has no hope by the time they're actually ready to siege. Assuming I don't get really unlucky, which is entirely possible. Now over here, as I said, I did some. The only thing I did differently is instead of actually playing this battle, I just auto-resolved it because I didn't want to play a battle I'd already played and I don't know, maybe do worse or better or I don't know what. So that was auto-resolved this time. And we still have the decision about Nuln, which now has 4 mortars in it, not 3. So I'm not sure what to make of that. And Altdorf. I don't think we can actually take either of them, but we have no movement speed this turn, so we'll figure something out. And we'll ask Averheim once more if they can head towards Nuln. I don't think they're going to, but it would be nice. Now these dwarves over here liking us less and less as time goes on. It's very troubling.
You may speak
and I don't think we can even pay them.
And on the
They need quite a bit of money. They're quite strong now. And military allies of the dwarves who hate us. So it looks like dwarven conflict is almost inevitable. There's also Conroy here, who I just realized. Oh no, we do have an army here. It's just that it'll take 2 turns to get things recruited up, not one. Yeah. Okay, with that, we're going to end the turn. The Empire's heroes. I don't think they can actually do anything to me. Or not successfully or in a meaningful way, I don't think. You don't know, though. We could get unlucky. Bretonia seems very strong. They're taking provinces in all kinds of weird places I would not have expected. The dwarves are sieging us, as I said they were going to. So yeah, failed damaged building. Ackendorf is besieged. My graveguard upgrades completed. So I have to figure out a technology to start studying. So, so an upkeep reduction for Skeleton Wars and Skeleton Spearmen wouldn't be bad. Buffs to zombies are kind of meh. I don't know. They're there to die. Spread the Vampire Covens wouldn't be bad. And that's kind of a, I don't know, sort of a boring thing to go for. I think income and growth in all provinces might not be bad. Income from cities plus 15%. I could always use more income. But now that I have the buildings to actually summon the skeletons, I think we're going to go for Soulbinder. And we'll just head down this way for now. Sieges, campaign movement range. Oh, I didn't even notice this one. You know, actually, we're going to go for this first, and then we'll go down here maybe. Although money, I don't know. We'll pay attention to things as they progress. So this, yeah. So as I said, if we're lucky, we can assault units and not get wounded. Okay, it's a failure, but we can try again next turn. It'll be 13 turns before we start taking attrition. So I'm not particularly worried. That's plenty of time for us to, recruit up some units, move down there, and take care of business. So up here, we could really use another turn of replenishment here. That is all kinds of good, but I don't know if we have the time for it. Sasha could go ahead and try to damage the walls and knolls, and if we're successful, we're not successful, so never mind the rest of that sentence. We could upgrade buildings in Schwarzhafen, but I think we need to make sure that we recruit our Grave Guard with great weapons. Oh my god, are we really short? Because we sent Sasha in there. Alright, we'll make do with 2 Grave Guard with great weapons for a while, because I'm done trying to this is maddening. We'll raise dead another unit somewhere, and deal with the fact that they're not as high level as they possibly could be. That is maddening. Maybe we'll pick up another unit somewhere or other. And Rickert, Rickert is slightly damaged, and we're not going to go anything this turn, so we're just going to embed him here to regenerate up. Yeah, and I don't think it probably is sat in Grenzstadt here. We could possibly lose the moot in this next end turn phase. Hopefully not. There's nothing for Helm Gorst to do. I mean, we do have a small garrison here, and yeah. So I think we'll be okay. Next turn we'll try to hit him again. If we lose the settlement, it's no big deal. Helm Gorst dying would be annoying, but I don't know, okay. And we would hopefully be able to push down this way next. I'm wondering if I should bother trying to do anything up here, or just step back and let the Empire crumble on its own for a bit, because they're pretty beat up. I mean, if we don't give them us to be a lightning rod, then they're at war with Wissenland. That's good. That's good. Don't know why they're moving on Wissenberg, though. Wissenland's over here. So that means that Wissenland is probably having to pull back to their capital, because this is not a terrible army, but it's threatening enough. So yeah, I'm wondering if I should just pull back from the Empire here, and because they'd probably take peace with me right now.
I will hear you now. Be warned, my mood is dark.
They won't give me 8k. But they really didn't give me more than 5k. So 6k? 6k for peace with the Empire. I mean, Averland's not going to like that, but they have done nothing to help out in this war at all. And I've been asking them for turns and turns and turns. So I think I'm going to have to peace out with the Empire, because I really need to focus on the dwarves for a little bit, and the Empire is pretty beat up already. What it really boils down to is that both Nuln and Altdorf are not settlements that I can take, and I don't see anywhere for the Empire to expand to in the next few turns. Unless, I mean, they could confederate with Hochland. That would be bad, but yeah, I think I'm just going to take peace with the Empire, and Averland is going to have to deal with it, because they have given me no help in all the time they've been sat there. They just sat in their settlement, did nothing. So they have only themselves to blame. Okay, so if we don't have to worry about this, that means that we can send Kemmler running over through Wurtbad. I mean, public order is not going to be good here, but we have a garrison that may be able to defend the settlement, and we'll corrupt up the place a bit, which is always good. Yeah. So now we have the money. Do we not have the money? Right. Okay. You, get out of the army. We have the money to recruit one more. Do we really need 2 units of bats? Probably not. So we'll have 4 units of Greyguard with great weapons, and this will be our dwarf killing force. So they could possibly use some more Black Knights or something, but I mean, maybe we'll swap in Barracks Reavers as they swoop down through there. I mean, I think their cavalry, they'll have monsters rather than cavalry. The Vargeists seem to be quite effective. And with that, I believe that's the end of the turn. I don't see anything else that needs doing for the moment. And we can send Heinrich Kemmler down towards Grenzstadt, Waldorf, one of these two. I think probably Grenzstadt seems like a good choice, or maybe Maital Vongel Barak while it's undefended by the dwarves here. Almost 7k from piecing out the Empire. I mean, I may regret this later. I may regret this later that I didn't finish off the Empire when I had them on the ropes, but you know, 2 regions, even 2 with really strong, highly built-up cities, if they don't have anywhere to expand to, then they're going to remain weak. No one's going to confederate with them, and they should remain a minor power for a good long time. Okay, so like I said, we're going to try again this turn to assault these units, although we only have 50% chance now. That is unfortunate, so I guess we'll deploy him this turn and try again next turn. How long are they on guard for? 4 turns. Good heavens. Okay, at last Gustav is ready to go. We'll send him into the moot first. Okay, so Conroy is here. His army is garbage, though. Not gonna lie, that's extremely weak. So I think, I mean, he has quite a bit of range. That is a problem, but we have a lot of anti-infantry, a lot of things to gum him up. We have some monsters in our corpse cart, and Gustav himself is fairly threatening. So I'm going to go ahead and send Gustav down this way. I would not like to go into force march here because they could potentially, well, if I force march just to the edge of where they could go, So that's around here. So if I switch into Force March and don't go the whole way, just go like here. That's
Impossible.
it's just within range. Just out of range. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll just try to rush on past them. Or we might just like run in and siege them for a couple turns to throw them off balance and then bounce up to Mike Dalbongo Barrack. We'll see. While that's happening, Kemmler can similarly run like hell down this way. What we might do is pop out Hildegard here.
Insolence.
Just want to come out this turn. It's because I moved in Force March stance. We can send Sasha. Oh. No, just go this way. That should improve public order and such. You can work bad. You can also deploy Rickert.
I foresee great wounds.
And work bad or the Moot. I feel like the Moot's falling all the time. It doesn't have walls yet, so we're going to bump it up, even though it's a less important settlement. And we're going to throw proper walls into Wortbad. And I think that's all we really need to build here. Yeah, because we'd like to get this all nicely defended up. Everything needs walls. Everything needs garrisons, all the time. It's Total War on play on very hard difficulty. That's something you learn. So it's should be one of the first things you learn is that always walls, always walls. We should probably put walls in. Actually, Schwarzhafen, it doesn't look defended, but there's a river right here. That means that basically it's quite a bit of trouble for somebody to get in there, and the only real potential will be Conroy, who has a garbage army, as I've said several times. So I think the Savage Orcs are probably hiding right about here, ready to take Feldorf next turn, and I don't really see anything else that could be happening here. So it's possible the dwarves may decide to go in and siege us before we're ready for them, in which case Eckendorf will fall, but we'll see. We have a good shot of, if not winning. Well, I mean, we probably won't win the actual siege battle, but it's very likely that the dwarves will be put so badly out of position that we'll be able to take them out shortly thereafter. Speaking of dwarves, oh my goodness. Yes, this is an undesirable situation. I liked it better when the bloody hands were here. Is these dwarves do not like me. Reichland is ready to rebel. Okay, dark magic with chaos. No, we need more corruption. More corruption is very good for us now. Okay, so Gustav can go in and siege him down here.
Bring me zombie fodder.
Actually says that's an even battle. I might actually fight this. We're going to see if we can get Kemmler down here as well. Not quite. Just barely out of range. Barely out of range. Should we try fighting this? I mean, that's it looks harder than the auto resolve seems to indicate. I mean, that's a lot of units. They don't have a ton of proper range. I mean, they have the Free Company, which are okay, and Helmut Gorst has Raised Dead, so we can just keep bringing in new units. And his items are pretty good. What have we got in the? I think we put the Rampager standards on the Bargeists, and The Screaming Banner. Who's holding the Screaming Banner? Yeah, he's poisoned, so that's a good place for it. And I think we're gonna go for it. I think it can be done. It should be achievable. We have quite a bit of armor-piercing damage. I wish we had more shielded units, though. I mean, I guess that's what the zombies are for. The zombies are there to soak up any range damage. 19 is a very good start. Start deployment here. Do we know where? I guess they're all defending, so they're not shown initially. So we're going to start off with a nice wide formation of zombos, like so. We're going to put the Vargeis on the right, the knights on the left. Does that make sense? Where is the better? Which I think knights on the right. Vargeis on the left actually makes more sense. So we're actually gonna swap their numbers just so it's easy to remember. Okay, so this is gonna be group 2. Up here. These are shielded units and also the crypt ghouls. So actually, we'll probably poison, non-poison, poison, non-poison. Actually, we're going to take them out of the unit. So this will be our shielded group that'll go in behind, and then okay, and then our real heavy hitters will be in the back, ready to push in as needed. Okay, Gustav up here. The corpse cart. Corpse cart, actually, we can put them into group 2. Oh, what did I do? Corpse cart naturally doesn't have a shield, but it's a small target. It's larger than a normal unit, but it's not like a big monster like Kovalik or something. And with that, I think we're going to go ahead and start the battle. Lock that formation, and oh, they're going to come to us. Oh, that's very, very nice of them. It is downright considerate. We send the Vargeis out wide on the left. Send the Black Knights here to sort of hide in a little gully. They just don't know exactly where we are. They can pop over at any time. Are they not hidden here? I thought they would be. Alright, they're not hidden. They know exactly where they are, but they should be... archers should not be able to fire at them.
Waters will perish.
It's a leadership buff, foolhardiness, trickster's shot. Their range is just coming up here. So now we'll send the zombies in. Oh, no, you're not a zombie. And the Vargeis behind. And these guys. And then this half will send off to the left. This half will send off to the right. And try to get these spears engaged with the zombies. Keep these zombies alive specifically. Alright, and now we can circle around with our archers. Vargeists, go.
Now is undeath. I move swiftly.
Okay, so we can go ahead, up everybody's leadership.
Everywhere is death. Master Necromancers. Mortals quail.
Okay, these guys need to get in here. Things are going pretty well over there. Send these guys around. Where are my Black Knights? They're over here. I should be fighting crossbowmen. Should go heavily in their favor. Pull Vargeists back again for the charge. Send these bats in here. We can. This flank needs a bit of a buff. These fellows in here, just between the gap here. Oh, come on, fellas! Don't let this happen. Okay.
Master Necromancer.
You guys are wasted over here.
Master Necromancer. Corpse cat. Haste. Watch. Our time is now. Master Necromancer.
Okay.
Foolish figure. Swiftly. Death is assured.
He has to be in melee to recharge the Tormentor Sword. Just give him some zombies to help him out, because he's not very good in melee, as you can imagine. And these bats over here, or the knights, get them into here. These fellows in here. You guys up in here. Okay.
At once. Doom and darkness.
You guys get over here. Where are my knights?
Weapons out, lads! Time for fighting!
You guys in here.
I move swiftly.
Okay. Everybody here just sort of form back up. We need to surround these guys as the order of the day. There's some zombies in here.
Hellish figure!
Throw down with the Tormentor Sword.
Swiftly.
Oh goodness, come on now. Don't ignore these. the archers here. Bats totally distracted by inconsequential garbage. Keep the knights up.
Very well. Yes.
Ah, their lord is in there.
Death to the living. At once, I move swiftly.
Okay, as I said, it's winnable. This is.
Swiftly.
We're not going to win for sure, but well, I mean, now I feel like I feel pretty good for the moment. Like that was a pretty supreme charge, I think. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's assured.
So a Pyrrhic victory, but a good one. I mean, we did the Graveguard of Great Weapons did pretty good. Normal Graveguard did even better. Zombies all died. Oh my God, how did that happen? Yeah, Black Knights did well. Vargas did well. Corpse Cart was in there, got 5 kills somehow. How do you feel like one of the 5 guys in the battle who got run over by the Corpse Cart? You're sitting there in the afterlife. Everyone else is being like, "Oh, I got killed by Vargas charge, or Black Knights, or a Necromancer came and stabbed me in the face," and then it's like, I got run over by a cart full of dead guys. I think we're just gonna occupy this. Siege expert, leadership +5 when laying siege. Nice. I picked up a war banner. Conroy von Gorst is dead, and Wissenland was destroyed. So apparently that was the last of them. Okay. So, oh, a clay pit. Once again, we're not going to attack him on the first turn. Kemmler now, instead of his army falling apart, he's regenerating, which is nice. Yeah, still pretty worried about these dwarves next turn, but we should be able to get up to Meitdal Vongelbarak and fend them off, and avenge ourselves. I don't think that we'll be able to get there in 2 turns to see this one. There is a suspicious number of dwarves gathering around here. I gotta say, that's 3 armies of dwarves and like 5 heroes. That is quite troubling. Meanwhile, buildings here. I'm not sure why Rickard is still hanging about. He isn't really needed there. We could use him in Western Sylvania. Eastern Sylvania is all sewed up. We're gonna get a rebellion here in Grunberg, but that's mostly fine. If we turn this off, 79, 89, 90, 97. So if we turn off that, so do we want a little bit more income? 240 more income, or do we want to push off the rebellion for another turn? I think we push off the rebellion for another turn. The vampiric corruption will tick up another notch, and it'll be a better chance of it being a vampire rebellion than a human rebellion. If it's a human rebellion, it won't be the Empire itself. It'll be some other faction. We'll send Sasha down in this direction. Just gonna click a whole bunch of times to confuse things. Yeah. Okay. So things have been eventful so far. I have a feeling this is going to be the end turn phase where Alric goes ahead and attacks. I'll just cycle through my units. Riker is here. There's not much he can really do at the current time. Gustav's up here, regenerating up after that battle. Rickard is here. All right, we just said Rickard was going to move over here, and then I immediately forgot it. Okay. Okay, Dwarven Hero is doing something there. Ah, thank you, Crooked Moon Mutinous Gits, for killing whoever that was. Okay, Liber Necronomica, Crypt Ghouls, Crypt Horror, grouping costs reduction, very good. Reikland will definitely rebel next turn. Migration, negative public order, and increased growth, recruitment cost, be gone. Okay, so Heinrich cannot get there this turn, but if he stays in Force March, he can get quite close to the dwarves who did not attack yet. The dwarves are still on guard, which is unfortunate. But I think if I went into Force March with Gustav, I could get into range to reinforce this turn. So it's take out Meitdal Vongelbach, which I think we have to siege it for a turn, which might pull them off here. They might split off and not burn down Eckendorf. That would be a nice surprise. Now they do have a good garrison in here, not great, but decent, and we are pretty beat up after our last battle. So we are going to need to raise some dead in order to help us. Unfortunately, they don't have any flyers here, but we could just fill up on zombies, and skeletons and things. There's a unit of Grave Guard here. We have heaps of Grave Guard. So what we need is meat shields and possibly some poison damage. So poison damage and then zombies. It's relatively cheap. It was almost 1,000 monies exactly. I'm sorry, dark magic. 1,000 dark magic. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, build a battering ram, start up on a siege tower. I don't think we're gonna build the siege tower, but we'll start it on it anyway. Put the war banner on those bats to buff them up and continue that siege. So we may attack next turn, or possibly the turn after. So we're going to get Kemmler. Let's see. Kemmler was in normal stance. He would get there in 2 turns. So this is far enough to get him ready to attack in the following turn. And we may as well fill things out with some more skeletons. Do I want more skeletons? Do I want to throw any zombies in here? We'll throw some zombies in here just to eat some shots. They're nice and cheap. I noticed recently we switched from early in the game we had like 2 good units and then the rest all zombies to all good units and 2 zombies. So it's a I guess a pleasant switch. I think the dwarves are going to have to do something in this next end turn phase. They're probably going to siege it, and I imagine they're going to burn it down, which is sad, but not unexpected. Over here, still a big pile of money. Our empire, our dirty empire money. And we can go for what do we do over here? Right, okay. I know what we're doing. We're going for money here. Just a little bit more cash. We're going to give ourselves walls. And what is the benefit here? It's a bit more timber. And 50 more for 1650. I don't think it's actually worth that. This is just 50 more money and one more public order. Public order here is fantastic. We don't really need it. And we're nowhere near building a Necromancer tower, so I'm not going to waste the money on that. So that's all he's needed for right now. We're going to send Sasha down this way. Not sure if she can get into Kemler's army this turn. Maybe just out of range, or just in range. That's good. So that means that he'll be attacking. She'll be helping the war effort next turn. We go in against these dwarves. I thought, didn't we raise some dead? I thought we raised some dead. I thought we raised a skeleton, 2 zombies. Skeleton and a zombie? Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. I must have just misclicked. Okay, so Wordpad's looking good. We're gonna get a rebellion in Grunberg, and yeah, things are mostly looking up. So I'm gonna go through one end turn, and I think we're gonna wrap up the episode there, unless something exciting happens. Unless we get this battle, in which case we'll go a little over time. It's fine. It's worth it when it's fun. Well, that is going to be quite the siege. So maybe we should save that for the beginning of next time. We'll see. We'll see if they actually siege us. I'll make the decision in the moment. I always, I don't know if you've noticed, but I always say things, or I frequently say things, and then immediately change my mind.
Dwarves, would the Nagash had
Ah.
thy sorry ring.
Suddenly they want peace. I don't think I'm going to take it. It's not really in my best interest. Oh, they've broken off. Interesting.
Mortals, thou hast trespassed.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, we are going to call in Averlin to help. And they're going to come with us. They're going to do absolutely nothing. But, yeah, they've broken their treaties with us and attacked. That's, oh boy, we are now at war with everything. Okay, well then, with that, we're going to end episode 14, and episode 15 is going to consist of me frantically trying not to be killed by the dwarves, who have sprung up all around me, have been my friends for many, many turns, and be providing me with a substantial chunk of my income, actually, who just turned on me, because everyone knows that dwarves don't believe in oaths at all or anything. Yeah. So thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't, and give me comments about what you thought of the videos and what you're thinking of the series so far. Look forward to hearing from everybody, and thanks for watching.